because I behaved the last time. He's let me invade his space one more time. He is the sports director, very busy, giving you sports every 20 minutes for your drive home on 93.7 The Fan, and every hour, twice an hour on the KDK Afternoon News. He is our sports director, Jeff Hathorn. Pens back at it tomorrow night. I don't want to say it's a must-win, but it would be nice to take Game 6, wrap up the series, and not have to go back to the Verizon Center. Washington coming off that 3-1 win. They'll drop the puck at 8 tomorrow at the Consol Energy Center. It's on NBC, and the former Penguin, that is Brooks Orbick, will be back in the lineup.
Yeah, he returns, and the guy he knocked out might be back as well. Ole Matta, he worked full practice, worked on the second power play unit, says he felt fine, has no issues. You never know with these things. He could have them tonight. He could wake up tomorrow morning and not feel well after the full workout. But there's a chance he could return. You get Mata back in the lineup, and now everybody's back full. I mean, for anyone who thought they were going to have an easy series with Washington, they're fooling themselves. I mean, to beat Washington 4 times in a row is tough. Conversely, to see Washington win 3 in a row, it's not out of the realm of possibility. They were the best team in the regular season. It's going to be a battle tomorrow night.
No surprise they will stick with the rookie phenom, Matt Murray.
Yeah, you have to at this point. You can't put in a guy who hasn't played in 6 weeks. I mean, Marc-Andre Fleury's been great for the Penguins, and he will be again. And it may be next series if the Penguins advance, but you don't do it now. You can't put him into a series, in my opinion, without playing a game. Now, if they, again, get through this series, I think then you could look at maybe making a change. You can't do this mid-series. And if they were to lose Game 6 and Murray is horrible, I think Murray would start Game 7.
All right, as Jean-Sebastian Aubin said to me yesterday at Shadow Lakes, what's your thoughts? It's really time for Crosby and Malcolm to do what they do best, play great in high-pressure situations.
Are you hanging out with Aubin? Are you dropping some names there?
He wants you to come and play golf at Shadow Lakes. That's the truth. Dirk Hartman, the pro, says, you know Jeff Hathorn? I know Jeff Hathorn.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, man.
Hopefully the Penguins aren't playing for a while. Hopefully that's not going to happen. But they are going to need something from Crosby and Malkin at some point.
All right.
And this would be a time to do it. I mean, Crosby's done some good things defensively. Both of their lines have done some things. The bottom line is these are 2 of the elite players in the world. They need to put one past Holtby.
All right, now let's talk baseball. Pirates coming off of winning a series against the St. Louis Cardinals, Cincinnati tonight. The guys are getting ready. Your wonderful producers, and of course the ball game, 93.7 The Fan. It will be the Bucks and Reds at 7:10. That's what you got to do. You can't really worry about Chicago. Talked about that before. They, along with the White Sox, best records in baseball. But the Pirates just have to continue to chip away and try to win as many series as they can, and be nice to do it again against Cincinnati.
Now you take 2 or 3 in St. Louis. Anytime you take that. And they had a chance to win it. I mean, if Marte's ball doesn't go over for the ground rule double, Blanco scores, Melanson comes in, they may have won that game and swept the series. Problem is, there's that team way out in front of everybody. So you just keep your head down, do what you need to do. You know you have a series in Chicago. Even that series isn't going to decide it this early. You just got to go and do what you do, and then let everything else play out by the end of the year.
All right, I have to ask you, James Hahn, just when he thought he could never even make a cut, let alone
8
win.
straight.
I know. When I saw that, I was like, I thought I had a bad career going. But he came back, sudden death playoff, Roberto Castro. He wins Wells Fargo championship at Quail Hollow Club in North Carolina. But now it's stadium golf, it's the Island Hole, and it's a few gators in the bushes. It is TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, and that was a good field last week. I mean, Ricky Fowler was right there. Mickelson had a great final round. So did Rory McIlroy. Steve Wheatcroft was up there early, and then he had 2. His weekend rounds were bad. But he played well in the first round and was in contention after the second round. TPC is great. All the big names will be there. I mean, this is the lineup now. You get the TPC, you get the Memorial Tournament. These are when some of these, you start seeing the fields that are going to be representative of what you're going to see in the U.S. Open. So if you're a U.S. Open fan this week and then the Memorial Tournament, those are the weeks you watch because that's when the big fields are going to be there.
That's Jack Nicklaus, his buddy, Ohio State. They're like this once they go way back. Anyway, last thing, Bruce Springsteen's coming September the 11th. Again, what's your favorite Bruce Springsteen song?
Because it was big when I was growing up, born in the USA.
I know.
It was such an influential. Everybody sang it. Everybody got into it. It was during the Reagan years. I mean, it was like a big deal song. I know they're probably He's written better songs, but no matter what he writes, that will always be the one for me.
The Boss, tickets go so on May 20th. Mine is kind of reminiscent of my career, Glory Days. I love that song. Throw
good
the
one, too.
speedball by you, you know.
It's a good one.
James is actually shooting this, Progar. I don't even know if he was born when Bruce Springsteen was singing that. Were you born in 85?
87.
87. Give me your favorite Bruce Springsteen song.
Prove It All Night.
Okay, good enough.
Wow.
That's what they tell me every time I go on the air. Prove it all night that you deserve to be here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Hathorn, Rob Pratt, thank you very much.
Yeah, Robbie.
All right, folks, enjoy the rest of your night from your Pratt Pack.